Good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning in our virtual open morning. I am Leanne Morris, Deputy Head Academic at Bede's Prep School, and this is Fraser Allen, who's our Head of Middle Years. And Fraser's going to give us an overview this morning about life in years 4, 5 and 6.
Yes, good morning. I thought I'd start by telling you about Year 4. Year 4 have a dedicated form teacher who leads the vast majority of their lessons. However, the children do move to other classrooms to see specialist teachers in the following subjects. They'll go to art, drama, music, physical education, French, computing, dance and swimming, and they'll be taught by a specialist subject teacher in those subjects. In years 5 and 6, it's slightly different. The form teacher is still there for them, obviously, and they will lead their pastoral care and teach them the PSHE curriculum. But the children are on the move a lot more. They visit all their teachers for all the different subjects and are taught by specialist subject teachers. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the school day. We essentially have 7 50-minute lessons throughout the day, and we have 5 in the morning with a break, and after lunchtime we have 2 more. So the school day finishes at 3:50. The one slight change to that is we also run an activity programme on Monday, Tuesday and Thursdays. This is optional, and children, if they wish to, and many do, they can sign up for a variety of activities that will make their day a little bit longer. So if they signed up for an activity on one of those days or all of those days, their school day would end at 5:20. Wednesdays are slightly different. We have 5 lessons in the morning, and then it's a sport for all afternoon. Now that means they'll be either involved in fixtures, home or away, or they'll have a training session, or they'll be taking part in some other sporting activity. And Fridays, it's a normal day without the activity programme, so everybody finishes at 4:20. I'd also thought I'd tell you a little bit more about the sport here at Bede's. It's a big part of the school. We involve ourselves in football, netball, hockey and cricket and other sports, but those are the core sports that we work with. We have a dedicated number of sports coaches, both here at the prep school and at the senior school, and our children will have the majority of their sessions down here at the prep school, but they also might travel up to the senior school to use their excellent facilities and tap into the coaching expertise up there. We also have a Lambda course, which is to do with drama, and Mrs. Bede runs that, and she will lead them on their drama pathway, if you like, and really builds their confidence, improves their acting and communication skills, and if they wish to, they can take an individual exam. I mentioned our activities programme that occur on Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. The list of choices is vast, so I can't go through all of them now, but some of them are cookery, coding, art, music, sporting. It's a huge choice and very popular. I'd also like to tell you about how we support our children here at Bede's. I'm a big believer that Bede's does 2 things brilliantly. We push our children academically, but we also really look after them pastorally. I'm really proud of the work that we do. I've been here 15 years and it really is a superb side to our school. We obviously have form teachers who are most looking after the children, and there's myself as the head of year, and I work really closely with those form teachers. But there are also other people within the school that look after the children and make sure everyone's happy. So we have a deputy head who's in charge of pastoral side of things. We have a dedicated school welfare officer. We have the boarding house team. We have our medical team down in the Health and Wellbeing Centre. We have a head of learning enhancement, and we have our deputy head for academic side of things. But most importantly are actually the children. When a child will come in for a taster day, for example, the form teacher will always find at least 2 or 3 children to look after the child that's visiting us, and they will act as a buddy. They will show them round, make sure they're welcomed, introduce them to other people. And then when a child does join us here at Bede's, they're once again assigned a buddy, and that buddy will make sure they're looked after until they feel very comfortable with their surroundings. So that really is my summary of years 4, 5 and 6. Thank you, and I think we've got a few questions now from a few parents.
Thank you, Fraser. So moving on to the questions from parents. The first question was, how do I find out about my child's progress? And I'm going to answer that question. So we report formally to parents 4 times a year. In addition to that, we have a Meet the Teachers Parents' Evening in the autumn term, and that really is an opportunity for parents to liaise with teachers around settling in and how the first few weeks have been for their child. In the spring term, we move on to parent consultation evenings, and that's where the parent is able to discuss with the specific subject teachers how their child has been progressing in their subject area. We also have the end of year exams and topic tests that happen throughout the course of the year, and children will bring those test results home to obviously share and celebrate with their parents. So apart from those formal times of the year, parents are also welcome to, at any point in the year, liaise with the child's form tutor on an update of how things are going on in any specific subject areas. So moving on then to question 2. Will my child go on any trips? I think, Fraser, that's one for you.
Yes, so the answer is yes. In years 4, 5 and 6, we have a few trips that are always happening, and then a few others that might happen. For example, the geography department quite often take our children to local rivers or down to the seafront because we're so close. The history department also takes trips, and some of the highlights are to Battle Abbey to see the site of the Battle of Hastings. They'll travel over to Canterbury Cathedral, and they've also have trips to HMS Victory in Portsmouth. We also run a number of workshops within all those year groups and actually have visiting workshop people coming in to lead things for the children to immerse themselves in. So the short answer is yes. I can't answer about all of the different trips they go on, but those are some of the highlights.
Thank you, Fraser. And one more question. Do all the children get a chance to play for a team?
It's a good question. Yes, they do. Every child will be involved in a sporting fixture at some point, and it can vary because we're really dependent on the schools we play and whether they want to put out the same number of teams. Generally speaking, in years 4, 5 and 6, there are a number of fixtures across the year, but as they get older and progress up the school, the fixture list becomes greater. The vast majority of fixtures will be on a Wednesday afternoon, but some of them will also be on a Saturday. So, yes. I think now what we're going to do is hear from Violet and Joseph, who are 2 children in year 6.
Good morning. Could you introduce yourselves to us?
I'm Violet and I'm in year 6.
And I'm Joseph and I'm in year 6.
Excellent. So we were wondering if you could tell us, what do you enjoy most about being at Bede?
It's a really friendly environment and the teachers always make the lessons really interesting.
I enjoy that we have lots of friends and the teachers are very supportive.
That's good to hear. And what are your favourite subjects, and can you tell me why?
I don't really have a favourite, but if I had to pick, my favourite subject would probably be drama or swimming. Drama because I think we always play quite fun games, and also the drama teacher supports the same football team as me.
I've always liked, my favourite subject's always been geography, and because I want to travel around the world. But then, since I've come to Bede, I've quite enjoyed history and learning about the past.
And we have a lot of extra activities here to do, and I was just wondering which one of those are your favourite and why?
At the moment I'm doing swim fit, drama for fun and hockey, and there's always such a wide range to choose from, so it's always hard to pick.
I am currently doing a paddle sports activity where we go down to the Cookmere and we do lots of fun paddle sports like canoeing, kayaking and paddleboarding.
Oh, sounds amazing. And which achievements are you most proud of, would you say, here at Bede?
Probably last year winning the History Cup because I worked quite hard to get it, and this year making it onto the hockey team because before last year I never played hockey.
My achievement that I'm probably most proud of is going to the finals of the General Knowledge Quiz Club, where where my team came 11th in England and Wales, and we went to the Tower of London.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much.